Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gauntlet. And last time we finally beat the final boss in the game with Questor here. It was a fucking insane battle with Morak, so that was pretty cool. And even though there's plenty more things that we can unlock with him, I kind of want to play through the game with a different character just to mix things up a little. And I've been wanting to play with the Valkyrie for quite a while now, so I think we're going to give that a go and see how that whole experience goes over. So let's jump into the fray here. I won't be able to talk too much. My throat's actually kind of bothering me. Like, not like your average sore throat. It's more like my glands are really sore today. It's weird. It's only been happening for the last like hour or so. So I don't know. It's really kind of bothering me a little. So let's go jump into level 1 here since we have no gold at all, and I think it'd probably be a smarter idea just to kind of get the ropes here in an easier level. So let's check it out. Ugh, ow. By the way, crazy World Series. I mean, that was too much. And I'm not even a Giants fan or a Royals fan, but I love baseball, and like I've been watching it. I've been watching the entire postseason, and it was just fucking insane.
Steeped in dark magic. This is going to be dirty.
Boy, this is gonna be awesome in itself right here. I mean, just having the ability to be able to just be all melee centered. I love everything that this is probably going to turn into, and we have defense, so that certainly helps things out a lot. And then when we can buy some relics, that's going to increase the awesomeness of this even more. So I am so down with everything that's going on right now. Alright, time to kill. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's not even fair. The unfairness of our complete badassery here is just something else. This is good. I am down with this. But yeah, dude, it was fucking insane. I mean, it was legendary. I mean, we definitely got to witness something, you know, that hasn't happened in a long time, really. And probably one of the best World Series performances in the history of baseball with that Bumgarner fellow. I mean, my dad's a big Giants fan because he grew up in the Bay Area, so, you know, since the White Sox weren't even in the playoffs this year, I kind of decided to... Oh my... It cut his head off! Oh my god! Oh, just sliced it off right square at the neck. How awesome was that? And if you're asking that question, it was extremely awesome. Woo! Oh man, that is so much more effective than those bombs. It just is. Oh my god! Dude, it's like completely unfair the level of domination that we create with that. I'm gonna have to be really good about using my defensive abilities here, because that is something that oh wow, yeah, we really can't take a lot of hits here. I'm so used to using that evasion roll that it is going to backfire on me at some point here. I just know it. There's gonna be a lot of time spent getting our legs of the sea here. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like, I did not expect it to be a 7-game series like it was. I kind of figured, you know, the Royals are not a veteran team in the World Series. Like, they have really good pitching, but they're really young, and they're dealing with a team that's been to the World Series, you know, for the 3rd time in 5 years. And for the most part, it was the same team. So you kind of figured it was going to happen, but boy, we definitely got our money's worth out of that one. Came right down to literally the last play. Like, if it wouldn't have been, if the guy would have gotten a single, it would have been a tie game, and the Royals may have won. I don't know. All I have to say is that shouts to Madison fucking Bumgarner, man. That guy is a fucking soldier. I mean, he was the dude. I mean, he was the guy that when you needed him, he delivered. I mean, there's not really, for those of you that aren't really familiar with baseball stuff, it's not very often that you find a pitcher. I mean, he may be your ace or whatever, but you don't find a lot of pitchers that go that length. Oh my god! That was total wreckage. You don't find a lot of pitchers that have that type of longevity to go through that much and have to throw that many pitches in a World Series. Like, that dude threw over... Ooh. Dying for a living, huh? Over the course of World Series, he threw 290 pitches. Like, that is insane for one man. Just a lot. So, that's just... It's a lot. I'm not going to totally bore you guys with sports talk here, because I know not a lot of you guys are sports aficionados, but, I mean, I am, so I got to divulge on it a little bit, because baseball's gone now. But I found out something that was a little bit more intriguing over the last couple of days. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to it or not. For you alcohol enthusiasts out there, apparently, I think it was Finland that did it. Oh god, okay, I really need to get better at this. Boy, I really need to get better at that. Apparently in Finland, they outlawed selling Fireball whiskey because of the fact that it has propylene glycol in it. Which, you know, there's those, like I said in my last video of Devil's Dare, like the stupid ass fucking like articles that you read on Facebook where they over exaggerate everything. And that's kind of what it ended up being in this one. It's like, oh, they outlawed selling Fireball whiskey because it has too much antifreeze in it. It's like, okay, first of all, it's not like Fireball whiskey has just been putting straight up antifreeze into their whiskey. Like, propylene glycol is not the sole ingredient of antifreeze, so to say they're just throwing antifreeze in there is about as far from the truth as you can get. So that's pretty stupid for them to say. But because like even water is a constituent of that, and like so is a number of things. But you know, now they're just saying like, you know, they're taking it too far, saying like, oh my god, yeah, there's antifreeze in Fireball whiskey, that means you should never have any more ever again, because, you know, because it is what it is. But for those of you that actually know anything about things, or if you actually like study a little bit in on propylene glycol, which here's a segment of my Let's Plays that I haven't done in a little while. Adam's Health Tips, where you learn shit whether you like it or not. So here's the deal with propylene glycol. Is, while it is an ingredient that you do find in antifreeze, which, you know, people think about that and be like, oh my god, that's terrible. It is an ingredient that is generally recognized as safe. So because of the fact that it has a pretty low toxicity level, which is why they prefer using that over things like I think it's ethylene glycol, because that's just a lot more toxic and obviously more damaging to your body because of that. And so you'll find it in all sorts of things. They put it in as an additive in foods, and they use it in cosmetics, and they use it in a whole bunch of different things. And so it really isn't as dangerous as people try to peg it out to be. Shit, even like vitamin companies, they'll use propylene glycol as a coating for vitamins sometimes. So it's really not like this horrifyingly damaging thing that they're trying to peg it out to be right now. And like, if you think about it also, like, the only place that has outlawed the sale of it right now is, I think it was Finland. So, I mean, you have, in the grand scope of things, you have one country that has decided to not sell it anymore. But that doesn't mean that just because one country isn't selling it anymore that it's, you know, that it's something that every country in the world needs to stop selling it. That's just false, really. So, yeah, it's, I don't know, I really hope that people don't go too crazy with this and be like, oh my god, we need to get rid of it. Oh no, that's not good. We need to get rid of it forever here because it's gonna destroy the world and blah blah. Come on, come on, there we go. Getting rid of that thing. So, yeah, there's your little mini health lesson there. Even vitamin companies will use that as like a coating on their vitamins. God damn it! I am really struggling with that whole, you know, lack of evasion roll thing. That's one of my biggest flaws And like it has nothing to do with the game. It's just me and like my playstyle in general. Is I get whenever I play with melee focused characters, I get a little bit too reckless, and I'll just I'll just go all out on things, and that will definitely get me into trouble. It really will. It does more often than not, I promise you. I always forget to use my shield because I just get into this whole you know, mode of just fucking slamming the attack button down. So hopefully I'll kind of start catching on of when to use it, especially when the levels get a lot more difficult. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that was my thing. I saw just so many people that I know that were totally panicking over this whole thing, where it's like, oh my god, I just had Fireball the other night. Am I gonna die now? It's just like, no. Like, you've been the entire time that it's been out, it's had that in there, and you're no worse for the wear now, are you? You weren't drinking it and instantly contracting cancer of your fucking life or anything, so it's really not that big of a deal. It's just that the world that we live in now, everything that you read on the internet anymore, there's just so much stuff out there they put there for shock value just to try to freak everybody the fuck out, and unfortunately it works a lot of the time. And I don't like that. I don't like that everything that's out there anymore seems like it's there to try to scare people into things. This whole scare tactic business is not tight. Dude, she has some serious endurance with her ability to just, like, watch the sequence of what's gonna happen here. Just she's just running in there, just guns a-blazing, or sword a-blazing, just totally wrecking these guys, holding pace. I mean, that is a heavy sword. It may not be huge, but that is a heavy sword. And she's wearing, you know, plate mail armor. And she's got a big shield, and just all these things, and she is just not even struggling at all. I mean, she's just blah, 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 blah. Not even breaking a sweat that I know of. I mean, she may be sweating. There's no sweat confirmation in here that I am aware of. Come on, come on. Yeah, bring me the goods. Boy, that was an awesome sequence there. I enjoyed watching that. Ah. See, my big thing here is I wonder. Oh my! Did you see how far that guy's head just flew? Like, his head just went really, really flying. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, there we go. I'm learning. I'm slowly learning. Uh-oh. Nope. No, no. There we go. I can't just go into that thing thinking that I'm not going to get hit by something. Oh! You would think that at some point, like, they would put food inside of these boxes. Like, that's one of the only places that we haven't found food in this game. Like, we'll find them just sitting on tables or just haphazardly on the ground, but we've not seen food in boxes yet that I can remember. I think that it's only been something that's just been out in the open. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, you can blow up that guy for me. I'll gladly take that. Shit! Oh, God. I saw it coming. I see it coming. Give me that crown. Ah! There's too many of them. There we go. Yeah, I will take that if it gets him out of my way for a moment. So basically, the moral of the story here is drink to your heart's content, my friends, because it is all good in the hood. Even if you're not in the hood, just be in the hood anyways. I mean, if you're not in the hood, then you might as well move to the hood so that you can still maintain the fact that it is all good in said hood. That's all I'm trying to nail in at this point, is that it just is. It just simply is. So with that knowledge, we're going to move on. Boy, I just would love to know how a guy got a score that high. I mean, we killed everybody, unless that guy was just purposefully letting enemies continue to come out so that he could capitalize on that kill combo. That's the only thing I can think of. I really can't think of any other way that you would be able to accrue a score of that high. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he was also doing it on a higher difficulty level where there's just more people coming out and more gold dropping and whatever. So, we have come to the end of this particular episode here. I mean, we're kind of right around the time that I want to be at, so when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gauntlet, we are going to move through... Oh god, this is one of those death runs. So we get to run through one of those with our new character, and we'll see how that goes over. So, until then, my friends, this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.